Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Hansraj presenting the headlines first. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses BRICS summit in Kazan, asked BRICS nations to unite strongly against terrorism and terror financing. Cyclonic storm Dana to make a landfall between Bhitarkanika and Dhamra of Odisha coast, says IMD. 20 teams of NDRF in Odisha and 13 in West Bengal deployed. Union Minister of State for Law and Justice Arjun Ram Meghwal visits New Kohima High Court site, discusses key issues with Chief Minister Nephew Rio. Museum to educate new generation on state's ethnic traditions, says Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu inaugurates coming Culture and Heritage Museum at Nyakmadong. And in men's hockey, India crashes to a 0-2 defeat against Germany in first match of series. Series marks the return of international hockey to Indian capital after a decade. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that BRICS presents 40% of the world's humanity and around 30% of the economy. The grouping has achieved several milestones in the last 2 decades, added Modi while addressing the 16th BRICS summit in Kazan today. He further asked the BRICS nations to unite and cooperate strongly against terrorism and terror financing. The Prime Minister addressed a plethora of issues, including global regulations for cyber security, safe and secure AI. He said that there is a lot of expectations from BRICS in view of this. The Prime Minister further said that containing inflation, ensuring security in food, energy, health and water sectors are priority issues for all countries, and BRICS, as a diverse and inclusive platform, can play a positive role on all issues.
मैं राष्ट्रपति पुतिन को हार्दिक बधाई देता हूं और ब्रिक्स से जुड़े नए साथियों का भी एक बार फिर से हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं। नए स्वरूप में ब्रिक्स विश्व की 40% मानवता और लगभग 30% अर्थव्यवस्था का प्रतिनिधित्व करता है। पिछले लगभग 2 दशकों में ब्रिक्स ने अनेक उपलब्धियां हासिल की हैं।
Cyclonic storm Dana most likely to make landfall between Bhitarkanika and Dhamra of Odisha coast late night tomorrow or early morning on Friday, states IMD report. 20 teams of NDRF in Odisha and 13 in West Bengal deployed in view of this. Talking to the media in New Delhi, NDRF DIG Mohsen Shahidi said that they expect maximum evacuation to be done today before the landfall of cyclone tomorrow. The Indian Coast Guard has also implemented a series of preventive measures to safeguard lives and property loss ahead of the landfall of Cyclone Dana and has been closely monitoring the situation. It has further taken proactive steps to ensure preparedness for dealing with any emergency arising from the cyclone's impact. Meanwhile, earlier in the day, State Chief Minister Mohan Charan Maji has called a cabinet meeting to discuss possible disaster response, relief and public safety.
25 तारीख के बीच में 24 तारीख की रात और 25 तारीख के सवेरे के बीच में लैंडफॉल होने की संभावना है।
In view of the unprecedented weather conditions, a severe hailstorm struck parts of Pathiu village and the Paryong area of eastern West Khasi Hills district yesterday. The hailstorm left farmers in the region devastated, causing extensive damage to crops and agricultural produce. Village head Bah Allington Mangar reported that several tin-roofed houses were also damaged with holes punched through by the large hailstones. In response to the disaster, the headman has informed the BDO of Doordarshan block and the Agriculture Department to assess the damage and provide assistance to the affected farmers. Union Minister of State for Law and Justice Arjun Ram Meghwal, who is on a 2-day visit to the state of Nagaland, visited the New Kohima High Court site located at Mirema today. He discussed key issues with the state's Chief Minister Nephew Rio, including the creation of a separate High Court and financial aid for its completion. The minister further assured road project sanctions in the Tisemenu district and increased target under the PM Awas Yojana and the establishment of a district court.
There was a very good meeting with the Honorable Chief Minister of Nagaland, and we discussed all the pending issues, including creation of the separate High Court for Nagaland, inauguration of this building, and financial assistance for completion of this building. We have discussed in detail, and meeting was very positive. And I assure also that in coming days, rather in the winter session of Parliament, we will call a meeting. Both will come there, and Secretary Justice and Secretary Expenditure in Finance Department, they will also join the meeting, and we will resolve this definitely.
Mizoram Chief Minister Laldu Huma called on Union Minister for Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal today in New Delhi. Taking to his X handle, Goyal mentioned that the meeting was productive. He further added that the duo discussed various schemes and initiatives of the union government that can be leveraged to enhance trade and investment prospects in the northeastern state of Mizoram. In Kerala, Congress candidate Priyanka Gandhi submitted her nomination papers before the returning officer of the Wayanad parliamentary constituency this afternoon. By-poll in the constituency will be held on the 13th of next month, along with Chelakra reserved and Palakkad assembly constituencies. It may be mentioned that this is Priyanka's first foray into an electoral battle. Addressing a public meeting in the town, she said it is a privilege and honor for her to become a part of Wayanad. Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma today campaigned for the BJP candidate for the Jharkhand Assembly elections in Husainabad. Addressing a huge public meeting, the Chief Minister said that the BJP would form a government in the state in the upcoming Assembly elections. He further briefed the public on the various steps that the party would undertake in the state if it wins the elections.
BJP और एनडीए का लहर है, सरकार बनेगा, पूर्ण बहुमत से सरकार बनेगा, ये मैं आप लोगों को बोल सकता हूँ। झारखंड का युवाओं के लिए
Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu inaugurated the Kameng Culture and Heritage Museum at Nyakmadong in Dirang today. He said that the museum will educate the new generation about the state's ethnic traditions along with the wartime environment of the historical China-India conflict. Addressing the media, Khandu further added that the Kameng Museum, built at a cost of Rs 3 crore, will attract domestic and foreign tourists and sports enthusiasts who come to the hilly state specially for adventure sports. This will also benefit the locals financially, said the Chief Minister. Meanwhile, earlier in the day, Khandu also laid a wreath in tribute to the brave soldiers who sacrificed their lives in the 1962 India-China War at the Nyakmadong War Memorial.
आज यहाँ पे न्योमोडुंग एरिया में जो कि दिरांग क्षेत्र में आता है, यहाँ में हम लोग ने कमिंग कल्चर एंड हेरिटेज म्यूजियम का उद्घाटन किया गया। और ये जो म्यूजियम जो यहाँ पे आज इतना सुंदर म्यूजियम जो बनके तैयार है, उसको लेके अपना इंडियन आर्मी का बहुत बड़ा योगदान है इसमें, और साथ ही साथ अपना इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ हेरिटेज उसका काफ़ी योगदान है। तो बेसिकली अरुणाचल प्रदेश को और भी लोगों तक लेके जाने में ये कमिंग कल्चर एंड हेरिटेज म्यूजियम काफ़ी अच्छा रोल प्ले करेगा।
Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh said that over the past 5 years, the state has seen remarkable achievements, including the successful completion of residential schools and Sadbhavna Mandaps under the Ministry of Minority Affairs. Addressing a press conference in the capital city today, Singh informed that 28 major national highway projects are currently in progress across the state. He also said that a new Rs 1,000 crore road project is also set to begin soon, bringing much needed infrastructure to both urban areas and hill district headquarters. A world-class football stadium with an estimated budget of Rs 220 crore is in the pipeline, added the Chief Minister.
The government is trying hard. Yang kanna honabiri matang security gi meeting gi makal makhagi taw na madu haido ko ya kaya da kaya le mashima. Yang kanna peace restore na ba honabiri adu gi the central government.
Mukhyamantri Samipeshu program has made the administration more accessible to the citizens and is serving as a trusted platform, said Tripura Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha after attending another episode of the program where he personally attends to the grievances of the public. Father taking to his axe handle, Saha said that his government's primary goal is to build cordial relations between the administration and the people through addressing the public issues and grievances. In men's hockey, India crashed to a 0-2 defeat against Germany in the first match of the bilateral series at the Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium in New Delhi. For Germany, Henrik Madgens at 4th minute and skipper Lucas Windfeather at 30th minute scored the goals. It may be mentioned that this series is special as it marks the return of international hockey to the Indian capital after a decade. Harmanpreet Singh led Team India is scheduled to play 2 matches against Germany, who are the reigning world champions and silver medalist at Paris Olympics. Ahead of the annual Nagaland Emergency Preparedness Exercise scheduled to be held on 24th October across the state, the Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority held a tabletop exercise in Kohima yesterday to test the state's disaster response. The exercise, based on an earthquake scenario, aims to assess preparedness across key departments. Officials urged the public to stay calm and cooperate during the mock drill.
Emergency Preparedness Exercise, Mega Mock Exercise 2024. We have been supported by the National Disaster Management Authority, Ministry of Home Affairs. We have Major General Sudhir, who had come from the NDMA to be the lead.
In a positive development in Meghalaya, the Northeastern Hill University inked Memorandum of Understanding with 7 distinguished organizations yesterday. NEHU Registrar Colonel Retired Omkar Singh signed the MOUs with the representatives of the different firms and organizations. Speaking on the occasion, NEHU Vice Chancellor Prabha Shankar Shukla said that the university is looking to take a significant step toward fostering collaboration and excellence across diverse fields with the signing of these MOUs. The companies included the Indo-Korea Business Cultural Center, JETS 24/7 Shillong and State Cancer Institute, GMC.
Already she had taken the responsibility to sign an MOU between the Korean language and Khasi, Garo, Jaintia along the other languages of the Northeast.
And to end the news, the main points once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses BRICS summit in Kazan, asked the BRICS nations to unite strongly against terrorism and terror financing. Cyclonic storm Dala to make her landfall between Bhitarkanika and Dhamra of Odisha coast, says IMD. 20 teams of NDRF in Odisha and 13 in West Bengal deployed. Union Minister of State for Law and Justice Arjun Ram Meghwal visits New Kohima High Court site and discusses key issues with Chief Minister Nephew Rio. Museum to educate new generation on state's ethnic traditions, says Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Apima Khantu. Inaugurates coming Culture and Heritage Museum at Nyakmadong. And in men's hockey, India crashes to a 0-2 defeat against Germany in first match of series. A series marks return of international hockey to Indian capital after a decade. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.